Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of HEADBANGER'S Kitchen. Today's recipe is dedicated to all the mushroom lovers out there. Mushrooms are one of my favorite vegetables, and today I've got some white mushrooms, some portobello mushrooms and some oyster mushrooms, and we're going to make a delicious and creamy mushroom soup. Oh yes, this is going to be the creamiest of creamy mushroom soups that you've ever had, and trust me guys, it's going to be delicious. And what's great about soups is that they are delicious, of course, nutritious most of the time, and of course they hit all your macros perfectly. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's go and make this cream of mushroom soup, the creamiest cream of mushroom soup to be precise. So to make our soup, we're going to start by prepping our mushrooms, and I'm taking about 250 grams of portobello and white mushrooms, and I'm removing the stalks from the mushroom tops. The reason I do this is I don't want to waste any part of the mushroom. It's all edible and we should not waste any food. Once you're done with that, set the stalks aside and we're going to chop the tops into slices. Now if you like thin slices in your soup, slice them thin. If you like nice thick meaty slices, you can slice them thick. You can also quarter it if you like. You can also half it if you like. It's your choice. Once that's done, we're going to prep our oyster mushrooms and we're just going to roughly chop them up. Once that's done, we're going to get our frying pan on the stove. We're going to heat up some olive oil. Then we're going to add a knob of butter to the olive oil. The whole point here being that butter makes everything taste good, and the olive oil will help you not burn the butter. Once the butter has melted, we're going to throw in those oyster mushrooms. Now I'm going to season it with a wee bit of salt, some black pepper powder, and a little bit of cayenne pepper for some heat. And just give that a good mix and spread those mushrooms out around in the pan. Now you just want to leave them and let them cook. What's going to happen is the mushrooms will release their water, and once that water dries up, they're going to start to caramelize, and that's exactly what we want. Once those mushrooms start to brown on one side, give them a good mix and let them cook till they're brown all the way through. Now these are going to be used as a garnish because they are going to be nice and meaty and caramelized, and trust me guys, this is as good as putting like crispy bacon on your soup. Just seriously, take my word for it. I know you don't believe me, but try it and see. Anyway, once our mushrooms are beautifully caramelized, we're going to turn the gas off and just set them aside. Now it's time to make the soup, and we're going to get our pan on the gas and we're going to heat some olive oil and some butter, both together as always. In goes some chopped garlic, and I'm going to cook this garlic till it just starts to get brown. Once the garlic is browning, we're going to add in the mushroom stalks which we had saved up, and about a handful of the chopped mushrooms. Not all of them, just a handful guys. Sometimes in life things go wrong, and at this moment my camera did not record what happened in the recipe. But let me tell you, all I did was season the mushrooms at this point with a stock cube, a chicken stock cube. Now I want to let you know that you don't need a stock cube. You can just use water and salt if you like, no problem. You can use fresh chicken stock, vegetable stock, no problem. So I added the stock cube, I added some pepper, I added some cayenne pepper, and I added some paprika. That's it, 4 ingredients, and I gave it all a good mix. So once the mushrooms are seasoned, give them a good mix, and now you want to just wait till the mushrooms start to release their liquid. Once that's happened, we're going to add in some water now. Give that all a good mix. And you basically cook this till the mushrooms have softened. Once that is done, we are going to blend the mushroom mixer in our blender. Now in the same pan, we're going to heat up some butter, because well, mushrooms and butter are a match made in heaven. Once the butter has melted, we're going to throw in the remainder of our sliced mushrooms. And you want to cook this on a high heat so that the mushrooms start to caramelize. You can even add a bit of salt to help the mushrooms release their water. Anyway, once the mushrooms have released their water, we don't want to waste any of that delicious mushroom water. So we're going to take a sieve and going to pour those blended mushrooms right through. And the reason we do this is because we want our soup to have a silky smooth texture. Just get all those blended mushrooms through the sieve. It should be pretty easy. And then stir the soup and let the mushrooms cook in the soup till they soften. Once it comes to a simmer, we're just going to add in our cream now. You can add in as much or as little cream as you like depending on your like or dislike of dairy. and turn off the stove, and your soup is pretty much ready. Now we're just going to serve the soup in a bowl, and we're going to finish the soup with some freshly grated cheese of your choice. I like cheddar. You can use Gouda, Parmesan, whatever. Top it with those delicious crispy oyster mushrooms that we fried up earlier, and finally garnish with some freshly chopped basil just for that freshness. And yep, the soup is ready, and that looks delicious. Anyway, time to taste. Alright folks, so it's time to taste the creamiest of creamy mushroom soups, and I want to get in a bite of everything. Oh, there's so many mushrooms in this, and there's that fresh basil and the cheese. Okay, I'm not kidding. Wow, that is incredible. Oh wow. Guys, game over. End of story. Whatever you want to call it, this soup is now my favorite soup of all time. Yeah, it is my favorite soup of all time. And you know what? I hope you guys are going to try this at home. Of course, if you are a hardcore meat eater and you can't live without your meat, you can always sprinkle some bacon bits. But trust me, as a meat lover, I can tell you this soup is missing no meat. It's absolutely incredible. I hope you guys are going to make it. Take pictures, tag me on Instagram, and I will see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking. Yummy. Oh my god, mushroom heaven. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please click here and subscribe to the channel for more awesome keto recipes. Click here if you want to support us above and beyond just watching it on YouTube. If you want to check out my music, click here. I've got a video for you. And if you just want some more food, click here and watch another Headbanger's Kitchen episode. Cheers.